Is a new day and you are beautiful. And you know, I know some of us we've come to a point where we feel a little turmoil, we feel a little stuck and unsure of the direction of where we want to go or what's going on. We feel this kind of combination of mixed feelings in our life, and that's a good thing, because maybe we've realized that we're stuck in mediocrity and we don't like that. We're in a position in our life that we're uncomfortable with, and it's good to recognize that, to realize that there's more in our life that we have the ability of accomplishing and achieving, and sometimes we need just a little notch of a turn in order to figure out how to get there. And you know, like Les Brown said, who's someone I admire greatly, said there's three kinds of people in this world. There's winners, there's losers, and there's people that just have not figured out how to win yet. And you know, I think a lot of us are in that third point where just a little bit of tweaking, you know, we're just off by just 1 degree and we will all of a sudden begin to fly. And I want to share with you about two really important things that I learned that really changed my life so much. One time I was reading this book on Greek philosophy, and there was this story, and it was talking about slaying the dragons, and it was a metaphor of the dragons of our own life. And they were talking about how we all have two swords, two most powerful weapons that we can use to transform our life right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, now o'clock. And these two weapons, the first one is our sword of no. That's our most powerful sword, the first one. And I know that sounds kind of weird because, you know, we're taught to say more yes to everything, but your no is actually one of your most important weapons. I think a lot of times we get so used to just being too nice. We say yes to too many obligations. We overwhelm ourselves, and before we know it, we're stressed out because we've obligated ourselves to so many different things that we're not even committed to deep down inside what we want to do. At times, we got to be able to know to utilize our most powerful weapon, which is our no. I remember one of my most pivotal moments in my life when I first really got the cojones to use my no sword was when I was working at my job years ago, and my grandmother died, who was very close with, and of course, you know, obviously was going to go to her funeral. However, I know I called my boss and everything, and he said, no, that's too bad, we need you here this weekend to work. And I got off the phone and I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, I'm not going to be able to go to her funeral. And you know what, I had a choice to make, and you know what, I called him back and I pulled out my no sword and I said, no. I said, I am going there. That's it. If I come back and there's no job, so be it. But no, I am going to my grandmother's funeral. So that's the first weapon that we have. The second weapon is our I will. I will. That's what we commit to, what we're going to do, and we do whatever it takes to get there, to succeed, and we're not going to let anything stop us. It's I will succeed or I will die trying. That is our I will. That is our unrelentless commitment to whatever it is that we want to do. And you commit with it 110%, because purpose is what gives our life meaning in order to thrive for something. And so by making a commitment, and I will, that gives you a reason to wake up early in the morning. That gives you a reason not to hit the snooze again and to keep moving forward. So I invite you to become the strongest version of yourself by exercising your two most important weapons, your no and your I will.